Hi, my name is Thull. I'm here again with MGM Ford Lincoln here in Red Deer, and we're just going to quickly go over a few things on the 2013 F-150. I've chosen a crew cab and the FX4 package, and there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of ways the F-150s can be built and assembled. I'm sure we can get something that's right for you. This is a very popular package, and I'll go through some of the distinguishing features of this package with you. First thing, looking at the F-150 to begin with the FX4 is you're going to get a blacked out grille. Stands out, very bold. That's all part of the FX4. As well as you're going to get the painted to match color in the bumper with the FX4. This particular color is called sterling gray. It does have a really nice metallic shine to it once you get it into the sunlight that way. This one has the 402 Alpha package, and I'll go into more detail on what that includes. In the front of the vehicle, it's going to include the HID headlamps, or the high intensity discharge headlamps. Hopefully you can see that too, and if you notice in the F-150 here, it's blacked out as well that way. Standard on the FX4 is you're going to get the fog lights in the lower part of the bumper as well, that way. And since we're on the lower part of the bumper, I'll just show you here this opening. This particular unit has got the 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine in it. And you can always tell because of the opening here, and that's for your intercooler, which is in behind there. The intercoolers are liquid cooled that way, so you need the proper cooling. And looking at the hood just briefly too, it's got a very strong power dome style hood. It's got really good deflection up over the wipers and off to the side, off to the mirrors. So of course, that helps with your fuel economy and everything underneath. I'm going to pop the hood here already. I did loosen it. And the release is actually just over on the side of the hood. There we go. So I'll let you have a quick look at the EcoBoost. You can scan from the top and just down here, just to show you again that intercooler for the 3.5 liter. These are rated for 365 horsepower, so that's a lot to get up and go for a half ton, and then lots of power for a V6, and 420 foot-pounds of torque. Again, that's giving you good pulling power. The EcoBoost is phenomenally quiet too, and it's a refinement within the engine that we've done that. For steering in the F-150, it's got the E-Pass system, or electric power assisted steering. Basically, it's going to make it easy to steer in town. It's going to stiffen up on the highway, give you a better feel for the truck. And the 3.5 liters is a twin turbo engine. Basically, what you're doing is you're taking your exhaust gas. Instead of having it wasted, you're going to turn a turbine, and it's going to force more air into the engine, and that way it's going to give you more bang for your buck. It's going to atomize the fuel better, and of course when you can do that, you get a better explosion inside the cylinder and more power. So they've really designed and engineered it well. They've torture tested it. They've got hot and cold testing that they put all of the engines through, and it's a good proven technology. The engine is mated to a 6-speed transmission. Again, that's going to give you a nice power curve. It's also going to give you that little better fuel economy and stuff as well. The fans are all electric-driven fans on it for cooling too, so you're not wasting any energy to the old clutch-style fans. Safety-wise, in the fenders here and in the front, you've got all your proper crumple zones within the hood that way. You've got a component here which latches up front here, so the hood, of course, doesn't slide underneath the windshield. And one thing I always like to point out too, if we can zoom in close down here, is our frames come fully to the front here, to the front of the bumper, so good strength, durability that way. Of course, you got a bumper head down there too, so if anything bumps into you or anything that way, of course, a place for a license plate as well. It's all drive-by-wire technology, meaning there's no cable for the throttle. It's all done by an electrical signal. Your benefit that way is you're going to get good power right away. Cables tend to stretch and wear out over time. It's going to give you good response for getting up, passing, and whatever you need to do that way. So that kind of a quick summary of everything underneath. I can certainly go through some more detail with you. We'll carry on the side of the truck here. This particular unit has got the upgraded 20-inch painted to match wheels. Nice style with the FX4. The FX4s as well have a gray fender liner here that bolts around. All of that will be gray on the FX4s. When you get the EcoBoost too, you get a good statement of the EcoBoost right on the side here, so you know again that it does have that particular engine. You've got the gray running boards on here as well. Signal built all into the mirror. And if you come around as well, just to show you here, these mirrors do have little follow lane change mirror as well, or a blind spot mirror to help you get in and out of traffic. They are breakaway, as you can see, if someone does come along and bump you. But they are a power folding mirror too, so on the FX4 it will power fold itself in that way. This B-pillar here, again, this is a polymer material. It's not going to show the fingerprints as much, but it's actually been moved back a few inches from the previous design, the 04 to the 08, to better visibility and stuff. With the trucks as well, you've got a keyless entry system. It's exclusive to Ford, comes with a factory code. You can also program it for your own personal code as well that way. Carrying on to the back, you've got privacy glass, of course, handles designed for winter gloves and mitts that way. Getting into the box here, they are a double-sided box for good strength and durability. Underneath, we've got our capless fuel system, if you want to have a quick peek at that. Basically, it's a convenience. You don't have to worry about putting a gas cap on. Only the correct nozzle is going to open that up there, and with the EcoBoost technology, it'll run up to about 15% ethanol blended fuel. So, you know, Mohawk, that style of fuel, you can run some of that. Of course, with the FX4s, you're going to get the decal in the back here, makes it stand out the package. Underneath, you're also going to get the skid plates underneath. That's part of the FX4 package as well. If you want to come down underneath here, some great features with the F-150 is we can have the outboard mounted shocks, so a little wider stance, you know, better for those washboard style roads, especially here in Alberta, gravel roads, more stable, kind of like a football player. But again, you can see the frames here, and if I can point out in the back here, it's a fully boxed frame, not an open-ended C-channel. It reduces the noise, vibration, gives you better strength. And then when they weld through, not just attached to the side. So again, that reduces the torsion, the twisting, gives you better strength that way. If we come around to the back here, of course it's a locking tailgate, so if you got a quad or anything that way, it's pretty hard to lift out if you can't open the tailgate. I'd like to point out too, with the 402 Alpha package in the FX4, you got a rear camera here as well. If you can bring that up there. So of course that's going to help you line up. If we go down a little further, we've got the trailer hitch and package on this one too. Your 4 and your 7-pin wiring is all set to go that way, as well as your backup sensors, you know, which, you know, obviously helps with backing in parking lots, all that kind of good stuff. I'll just unlock it here and just show you. The tailgate opens actually very nicely, very smoothly, and it also has a tailgate assist here in the back, so that makes it a little easier to open and close, especially if you're working all day hauling stuff. And our Ford exclusive tailgate step pops out. You've got good traction here to help you step in and help you into the truck too. But step in there, makes it nice and easy, a little easier on the knees and that. And in the back here, MGM always puts a box liner in it to help protect it. This of course is optional. There's tie downs in all 4 corners too, that way, so if you ever need to tie anything down with the box liners too, you get these little divots, you can put boards across, you know, set up the box however you want that way. So I'll just step back out there. The step itself too is good for 350 pounds, so me and my old man can still step on it and get in if we're loading firewood or anything that way, and of course we can lock it up again afterwards. Carrying around the side here, I open up the back. Tons of room in the back for lots of people. Just to have a quick peek there. As we've got this door open, I'll just show you too this upgraded package. This has got the Sony sound sub in it, so a little upgraded stereo that way. Got 700 watts there for lots of good tunes and music. And you can kind of see with the light here too, the FX4s all come with a black interior and this satin silver finish. Or it's a dark dote finish that way. So again, that's part of the FX4 package. Close that up. Fuel mileage with the EcoBoost is rated for about 29 highway and about 20 miles per gallon city that way. If we open it up, I can go through some of the stuff on the inside. I always like to point out when they move this B-pillar back 6 inches, transmission housing stays between the seats. And we've got this fully flat floor in here too, so if you have any big items, you know, big screen TV or something that you need to put in here, you've got no hump that you have to try and slide it up over with. With the seat up too, I'll just point out you've got hooks here for grocery bags or whatever too, so stuff doesn't slide around. A little bit of storage here and stuff as well. And this particular unit has got the all-weather floor mats that you can order as well with it. Of course, in the winter time, the slush and the snow, that really helps. In the back here too, I'll point out we've got a 110, 150 watt AC power outlet, and then we've got a 12 volt power outlet as well. Heating vents for the back people, so lots of convenience, versatility that way, you know, if you're going on camping trips, anything, that kind of stuff. With the headrests in the back too, they will fold down and stuff as well, so just to kind of show you that. And since we're in the back here, I'll show you the front headrest too. You can actually slide them ahead now and adjust them. Of course, you want it set close to your head for safety wise, but for comfort wise, you want to be comfortable too. You don't want it, you know, intruding on your driving ability that way. So I'll carry on with the front here and I'll show you some other features.